Okay, so what is a fraction? First question you ask yourself when doing fractions, what is a fraction? Alright, so a fraction is a part of a whole. Now, in English language, there are two wholes. You have HOLE and you have WHOLE. Now, HOLE, this hole is when you dig a hole. You're going to plant yam, you dig a hole to plant the yam. This hole is an entire thing. So the whole house, the whole world, the whole cake, the whole chicken, that is WHOLE. So first you have to know the difference between HOLE and WHOLE. Alright guys, so the whole that we're working with is WHOLE. Alright, so I have a cake and I'm going to cut the cake in 4 pieces. Alright, so I'm going to eat one slice of the cake. Out of the 4 pieces, I'm going to eat 1 piece of the cake, which is this piece. Alright, what fraction of the cake has been eaten? Has been eaten? Or has been it? One of them. Has been it or has been, I don't know, one of them. You get the idea, guys. Alright, so there are 4 pieces of cake, 1 2 3 4, so the denominator is going to be 4. How many pieces did I eat? 1. So a quarter of the cake has been eaten. So a quarter eaten. Alright, so what portion or what fraction of the cake is left? So we draw our line, put our denominator, because why 4? The cake has been divided into 4 pieces. Alright, how many pieces are left? 1 2 3. So 3/4 of the cake is left. Alright, so basically that is a fraction. Alright guys, now we're going to be doing addition of fractions. Alright, so we're going to use back the same 1/4 and 3/4. So 1/4 plus 3/4. Now guys, when you are adding or subtracting fractions and the denominators are the same, you do not need to find the lowest common multiple. You just go ahead and add. Alright, so 1 plus 3 equals to 4, and we write back the same denominator, which is 4. Right, so 4/4, we see something to cancel. 4 into itself 1 time, 4 into itself 1 time. Therefore, 1/4 plus 3/4 is equal to 1 whole. Alright guys, I hope you understood that. Now I'm going to be doing another fraction, addition of fraction, where we're going to have to find the lowest common multiple. So say we have 1/2 plus 2/3. Note the denominators are not the same, therefore we have to find the lowest common multiple. And guys, many of you do not know your timetable. Therefore, another way to do it, instead of finding the LCM or the lowest common multiple, you can just add the multiply the two denominators. The answer you get, you use it as your lowest common multiple. Not all the time that number will be the lowest common multiple, but you can still use it. All right, so if you're in exam and you're saying, oh, I don't know my time, just to figure out what the LCM is, you don't do that. Just go ahead and multiply the two denominators. So that's what I'm going to do for you guys to show you that it actually works. So, well, in this case, the LCM is still going to be the number that I'm going to get right here. So 2 3s is going to be 6, right? So I write my LCM, lowest common multiple, 6. Now, it's easier for me this way. I say 2 into 6 goes 3 times. So we're going to add that 3 to my numerator. So I just write plus 3 up here, so I don't get confused or so. Alright? Then I say 3 into 6 goes 2 times, and I add that 2 to my numerator. Now I come up here and say 1 plus 3 equals 4. Write back my plus sign. Then I say 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? So 4 plus 4 is equal to 8 over my denominator, which is 6. Now, guys, I see that 8 is bigger than 6. So that's top heavy. That's called an improper fraction. Whenever you see a fraction with the numerator bigger than the denominator, that's called an improper fraction. No, you cannot leave your answer as an improper fraction. Only if the question you're dealing with tells you to leave the answer as an improper fraction. That is when you leave it as an improper fraction. Otherwise, you turn it into a mixed number. Now, a mixed number consists of a whole number and a proper fraction. So that is what we're going to get to right now. So to convert this into a mixed number, we're going to say 6 into 8 one time. How many remainders? 2. So I write a little 2 right there so I don't forget. Then I say equal. I write my whole number, which is 1. What is left is 2 over 6. So I'm going to write my 2 over 6. When I look, guys, on my answer, I see that this can be simplified more. Alright? So I say equal 1, write back my whole number. I say 2 into itself goes 1 time, 2 into 6 goes 3. So my answer is now 1 and 1 over 3. So 1 and 2 over 6 is equivalent to 1 and 1 over 3. So this is the simplest form. Alright, guys, I hope that was understandable for you. Alright, let me try another number. So let me see. 2 over 6 plus 3 over 5. Alright, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find the LCM. Well, I don't go hunting for the LCM, guys. What I was telling you before, that's what I actually do. Multiply the two denominators. So 6 5s, 30. Alright? So 6 into 30, 5 times. So I write my plus 5. 3 into 30 goes 6. Oh, sorry. 5 into 30 goes 6 times. So I write my plus 6. Now I'm going to say 2 plus 5 equals to 7. Write back my plus sign. 3 plus 6 equals 9. Alright, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my 7 plus my 9. Alright? So 7 plus 9 equals 16 over my denominator, which is 30. No, I'm not going to leave it at that, guys, because I know that it can be simplified. So let me see. I know that 2 can go into 16. I know that 2 can go into 30. So let me say 2 into 16, 8 times. 2 into 30, 15. Is there anything else that can be divided or cancelled to bring down that to a lower term? No. Hence, my answer is going to be 8 over 15. Alright, guys. Okay, so now I'll be adding two mixed numbers. Remember, a mixed number consists of a whole number and a fraction. A whole number and a fraction. Alright. So most persons, this can be done two ways. Most persons take their whole numbers, put them aside. So they say 5 plus 7 equals to 12, and they leave it there. And then they take their fractions and add them. So they say 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4. Then they find the LCM. LCM for this is 4. Alright, because both 2 and 4 can go into 4 without leaving a remainder. Alright, 2 into 4 2 times, so I put my plus 2. 4 into 4 1 time, so I put my plus 1. So 2 plus 1 equals 3, plus 1 plus 1 equals to 2. So 3 plus 2 equals 5 over 4. Now, this is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. As we said before, guys, it's top heavy. We don't want that. So we're going to convert it into a mixed number. So we say 4 into 5 goes 1 time, remainder 1. So it's going to be 1 and 1 over 4. Alright, guys. So remember our whole number up here. Now we have a new whole number. So we're going to add this 12 plus this 1. So 12 plus 1 is equal to 13. And we write back our fraction, which is a quarter. So the answer is going to be 13 and a quarter.